What is up, guys? Uh, so finally got this dude in. I actually made 3 videos, complaining before I didn't post them yet. I'm glad I didn't, and I'll tell you why. But I'm gonna talk about the good and the bad. Okay, this is obviously for the people like 1/6 scale on my channel. This is Scarecrow from this version. To me, is more of the Dark Knight. Kind of what he's wearing at the beginning of the Dark Knight. But it comes with the straight jacket too from Batman Begins. So I'm gonna start off with the. There's way better videos on this online than this one, but I just kind of want to show him. He's pretty amazing. I mean, he's straight up. He's a great figure. He's very heavy. I personally don't know why Hot Toys. I'm sorry, I just screwed that up. Why Daft Toys sends this body when you can either buy him for like $90 or $100, and or you can add $30 more and get the body, and they put the body that they figure fits him the best. The body feels great. It's so freaking heavy. It's heavier than any Hot Toys ever felt. It feels very sturdy. But to me, it's way too tall of a body for Scarecrow. Scarecrow was not a tall guy in the movie. I think Cillian Murphy's. I could be wrong. Don't quote me. He's probably my height. He's probably 5'7", 5'8". He is taller than any other figure I have up there. He's just as tall as freaking Aquaman. I mean, yeah, he's taller than Batman. He's little, just a tad taller than Batman. He's taller than Joker, and Joker, in my opinion, Heath Ledger was, I believe, 6 foot tall in real life. And yeah, I mean, I don't know why they picked such a tall body. It doesn't bother me that much. I just thought I'd share that. If you do get this, be prepared. If you line him up with certain figures, he's going to be a little taller, so you got to kind of tweak. Now, the pose I was going for, the finger pointing is kind of from Batman Begins, where he's like, shh, Scarecrow. Or he says Crane, or she calls him Crane, then he says, no, it's Scarecrow. And then I have the open palm, like when he's kind of being sarcastic, when he's saying, buyer beware, I told you my compound would take you places. I never said it was places you wanted to go. I just put those two together. So, all in all, it's a great figure. I like him. I don't like how the head is, I don't know if you can tell, it's very loose. I mean, you can turn it, but it just feels very loose to me. So, the outfit is amazing. The boots are amazing. The plate was cool that they didn't screw up my sticker. I've seen a lot of videos where the sticker's all bubbly and everything. So it's nice that mine came nice and neat. So here's the bad. So when I opened this guy, I kind of wrote an email to this company, kind of complaining to them at first. I was under the impression that when you bought from certain companies, they were allowing you to add a body because they know you're going to need a body anyways. So I figured they were the ones that put him together. So I wrote them asking them what was up, and they said they can't go through, hundreds of figures and open every one up to make sure Daftoys sent them right. I didn't realize that this comes assembled from Daftoys. The reason I didn't know that is because the way it was shipped was very, very weird. The way it was packaged, I should say, not shipped. The way it was packaged. I've watched probably, I want to say, 8 or 9 videos. Whatever videos you can find on YouTube of him, because he's just now coming out. I've watched every one of them. Every one I've watched them physically open, and not one of them came how mine came. So my dude, he came with one, what was it? He came with one neck peg. I call him neck peg. A connector for the neck. He's supposed to have 2 neck connectors, one for one head and one for another. Yes, they've been using a different neck connector for each one, which is so stupid because you would obviously want to put it on this figure, so you'd have to switch them out anyways. But I only got one, and the one that I got, this is how it came. No lie. This isn't a big deal, but when you pay money for something brand new, even though you're not going to see this, it shouldn't came. It was just laying in the box like this. This is how it came. Let's see if I can zoom in.
Oh my god.
Oh, freak, hold on.
So I have to die.
It's kind of hard to tell if it'll... Okay, so the whole top was chewed off. It was worse than that. I had to trim it down to fix it. So this is what came on him by himself. The other head, this head, didn't even have the neck connector in it that goes on this body. I got lucky because I have so many different neck connectors, and I found one that fit that head. I can't even use this one yet because it's a completely different piece. That's what a lot of people were complaining about, that they send a neck connector already attached to this one, already on the body when you get it, and then they have a neck connector for that one in case you want to switch them out, which is just give them just set it up with the same neck connector. I'm not sure why they did that. But my heads, he wasn't even put together. His heads were laying in the box. They had no plastic bag over them to make them nice. He was so his legs were so bent, such a weird way. I literally thought he was broken. I'm not even gonna try and do the pose of how he was in the box. It was hideous. I thought he literally was broken to pieces. I thought somebody opened him up, thought it was funny, and just broke him. He came without his head on there. His straight jacket wasn't on, and his tie wasn't on. Do you know how a pain in the ass, excuse my language, it was to take that off and put that tie on? I was pissed. Luckily, I'm kind of careful with it. I had a extra neck connector for another head. But I got so upset I wasn't even going to try and put this on him right now. It's not that hard, but this wasn't the pose I was going for anyways. What I'm going to do, I have another body. I'll take the body, put this over it, and I'll use this head for him like in the background. I have some extra hands. You're not going to be able to really... And have some extra pants from another figure, so you're not going to really tell that he doesn't have a sweater or anything on. You can't see it anyways. So I will use that later. But I was just really PO'd that that's how he came in the box. So supposedly this is Daftoys' fault from what the company 1/6... I bought it from 1/6 corner. So, yeah. And I should have assumed it was from them anyways, because it was sealed up. Nice. The bag was sealed up. So, yeah, just be careful if you buy it, one of these. I'm not sure why. She said I was the first one to complain about it. And she's sending me out two brand new neck connectors. The one that they didn't send me, that's supposed to come with the other head, and then one for the one that's broken. Even though you can still use it, it's just the fact that it shouldn't look like that. And it's not gonna hurt anything to use it. But the piece that was hanging off of it was like right where the tip of my nail was. That's how much I had to cut off. It was up here. So, I was more mad. I could deal with that, and I could deal with maybe not getting another neck connector. I don't understand it, but I was more mad at the fact that he wasn't built and how he was displayed in the box. He had no protection at all. He was just laying in there, completely crumbled. But for the most part, you going to bed?
Yeah.
Well, go get your teeth brushed and everything. We'll play a game for a minute. So, for the most part, though, Daftoys makes decent stuff. I'm not sure if they just had somebody new working on mine or what it was, but I mean, I definitely would buy from them again. That I would be more kind of weary, but the figure's cool. So, and I needed him for my collection, so now I have him. I mean, that's pretty awesome. He's let me see if I can pick him up. Dang, he is freaking heavy. That's it. Take care, dudes.